Welcome in everyone to tonight's stream of senior night for the Philomath girls basketball team. I unfortunately was unable to do the recognitions for the boys game, but we are able to recognize the seniors for the girls tonight here on the stream. And starting with Cassidy Lewis, a senior. And Kay Bacho is another senior on this Warriors roster, making her final home game tonight.
Her favorite experience with Philomath basketball is winning the holiday tournament in Coos Bay this season. She plans to attend LBCC's occupational therapy assistance program after
second team all-league last year, and plans to attend LB Lynn Benton next year.
Next up is Reagan Larson.
Reagan Larson, such an impactful leader on this team, will be dearly missed. And second team all-tournament last year.
Was singing karaoke in the van last year on the way to Marshfield. After high school, she plans to major in zoology at either Washington State or Colorado State, and hopefully go to veterinary school after that.
And she plans to major in zoology and will either attend Washington State or Colorado State. And last, but certainly not least, the one, the only, Sage Kramer, the heart and soul of the team.
She's the Oregon West Conference Player of the Year, first team All-State tournament, and last year's 4A State Player of the Year.
She was 4A State Player of the Year, Oregon West Conference Player of the Year last year, and also All-State first team for the tournament last year when the Warriors came up second. And next year she'll be attending Westmont, where she'll further her academic and athletic career, Westmont College in California. And so she'll be able to continue her illustrious career there and continue to impress the basketball world.
As we go into the state playoffs, thank you families for your sacrifices and efforts. Thank you players for bringing it to the court every time. There's your seniors, 2022.
And so those are the seniors, folks. Getting a round of applause here. Great to see them with the recognition that they deserve. And so now they'll get ready for the game for a little additional 5 minutes as they wait for game time. But yeah, Kramer attesting Westmount in California. Prestigious school. And great to see her get a chance to play at the next level. I no doubt that she will be successful in all that she does beyond basketball as well. Such a hard worker, such an incredible player, an incredible young woman. Excited to see how she performs tonight in her final game on the hardwood here in Philomath. So we'll be back on the air shortly for tonight's game between the Outlaws and the Warriors. And so we are just a minute away from tonight's matchup between the Philomath Warriors and the Sisters Outlaws in the final home game of the season. Unfortunately, it has come to an end here in the Philomath Gym. We've had a nice run here in the month of January and February with a nice stretch of home games, but it is finally the ending. But that does not mean the streams end here, as I will be going on the road wherever they may be in the postseason. I will be covering all postseason games wherever they are across the country. I will make it happen so that all of you can continue to keep up with these Warriors. And we've got a good one in store tonight, folks. All of the seniors getting their chance to finally play one last time
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to
in this gym.
the second half of tonight's West basketball doubleheader. With the girls' game between
And
the
so
Outlaws and Sisters High
we
School.
saw the boys take care of business the first time around tonight of the Outlaws on senior night, going out with a big win. And so let's hope the girls can do the same.
Participants. Join the team as they take the spirit of good sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. And now let's get started for tonight's game, beginning with the Sisters Outlaws.
And so we'll meet the starters for tonight's game. Number 11, Emma Lutz. Number 12, Peyton Peterson.
Number 13 is up for Isla Reed.
And Haley Froelich.
Number 15 is junior Haley Fuller.
Excuse me, number 13,
And number 14,
Leah Reed.
Rosie
Now Froelich.
Patton.
And then 44, Josie Patton. And then your Philomath Warriors, let's meet their starters. We will have all the seniors tonight. Starting off with the lone junior on the starting lineup tonight, that'll be Haley Couture. And of course, Kay Bacho, the first senior called off the lineup tonight. Cassidy Lewis as well, making her third straight start in the absence of Abigail Brandon, and of course, tonight being senior night. And then Reagan Larson, such a leader on this team. But the leader and powerhouse of them all, Sage Kramer, making her final appearance on this court after so many amazing performances, and including a 51-point performance just the other night. We'll see how much she scores tonight in tonight's matchup, especially with the implications of the game. One last ride for Kramer in this gym. Should be a good one. And so Kramer will be up for the tip. With Reed. And we are underway. Kramer kicks it over to Larson, who throws a bullet right over to Couture to start it off. Warriors come out aggressive. Lutz is stolen away by Bacho. Gets it up to Kramer, who dishes up the court to Couture. And that'll be off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Kramer. She'll get up inside, and that'll drop in for two. So two seniors already scoring. Lutz gets it to the corner to Peterson. Froelich inside. Peterson for three now, and she'll hit that one. So Peterson with the triple. Up the court now is Kramer. Larson swings it over to Bacho in the corner. Larson driving baseline. It's tipped out of bounds by Lutz. And nice look in for Lewis, but it'll be off the left side. And swinging it up the court are the Outlaws. Frolik, triple teamed. Warriors playing tough. Reed now resetting it. Still looking inside for Frolik. He's double teamed in the trap. Warriors playing strong on the edge. On the drive now. Settles. Lutz. Bacho playing good D. Warriors not allowing the Outlaws to get the looks they want. Reed looking inside for Frolik. Post up strong on Larson and good defensive stand there by the Warriors. So here comes Kramer up the court. Euro step as the iconic move finishes for two. And now Lutz gets it away to Peterson. Reed pump fakes inside off the hands of Bacho into the hands of Peterson. Back up top, Lutz stopped in her tracks by Bacho. Warriors not allowing the Outlaws to penetrate inside. And now deep one from Lutz. That'll be off the right side, rebounded by Kramer. And here she comes up the court now. Good look down the court to Couture. Gets it to Larson on the edge, but that'll be just too far off the back of the rim. Lutz stops, gives it to Frolik at the top of the key. Over to Reed on the edge. Comes off the screen. Posts up mid-range, pump fake, and decides to get a second chance. But it'll be nothing but air. And so it'll be Warrior ball. As Outlaws start on their press. Kramer tipped away by Frolik. Larson checks it in. Now Kramer pushing the pace up the court. Off the left, float game, not strong, too strong. Over the right side of the rim. Lutz gives it up to Frolik. Back to Lutz. Stopped in her tracks by Bacho playing good D and tipped by Couture into the hands of Lewis. It'll be called for a jump ball. And so now checking into the game will be Abigail Brown for Lewis. And so outlet pass made in by the Outlaws. And almost stolen away. It is stolen away by Bacho on the fast break. And doesn't get that one to finish, though. She'll steal her on rebound back. Get it up top to Larson. Swings it cross course to Kramer. From downtown, that'll be in and out. And it'll be rebounded by Frolik. Lutz posts up from far range. And that'll be short. It'll be saved and into the hands of the Warriors. Kramer up the court. Drives, but it'll be called for the travel. And so now checking into the game is Ingrid Holesto for Bacho. Warriors just managed a 3-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go. A little bit slower start than usual. But now Holesto in the game, playing the top spot in the Warriors press. Frolik kicks it to the corner. They kick it back up top, back to Frolik inside. Nice look, and she'll draw the foul on Abigail Brown, her first, and the first foul for the Warriors. So too strong on the first. Good to see Brown getting back in action. She has been haunted by a prolonging injury for the past couple of games, but is finally back and getting back to her normal role. Kramer now inside. Nice pass to Brown. And just as I said, the connection between Kramer and Brown is so lethal, and it's back on track now. Delaney McAfee over on the edge on the bottom of the screen. So the Outlaws throw it out. And so now checking into the game for Froelich is Shea Wyland. And also checking into the game will be Reese Harwell. Kramer pushes the pace up the court, hands it off to Halesto, gives it up to Kramer. Kramer drive to the left, kicks it to the corner, back inside to Brown. Corner shot from Kramer. It'll be short, and it'll be Outlaws ball now. So Warriors getting some good looks, just struggling to finish on the shots here early. And tipped off the hands of Brown. Won't allow it to get inside. Outlaws get it in. It's Wyland at the top. McAfee. And Brown catches that one, says thank you very much, gets it to Sage Kramer, and she says thank you, I'll take two. So now look inside, blocked by Brown on the drive. And it'll be tipped back off the hands of Ashlyn Mofat. And so now checking back into the game is Jossie Patton. Kramer works through the press, gets it to Larson, up to Couture, gets inside. Nice look for Brown and finishes for two. Just like usual, Warriors are back in rhythm. Halesto almost with the steal there. And here come the Warriors. Minute 50 left. 12-4 is the lead. They hand it off to Mays. Reed looking inside. Brown almost steals it away. And now outside look. Nothing but air for Mays. And so it'll be Warriors ball. Larson gets it into Kramer. She'll get it back to Larson. Working through the press. Couture from outside. And splash! Couture with a three. And Reed. Stolen away by Kramer in the fast break. Thank you and good night. And almost stolen away by Halesto. Mays will recover. Get it to Reed up top. And Larson almost with the steal as well. Warriors playing aggressive defense here, and it is paying off. And so now Larson will check out as Mia Bennett checks in. So Mays on the edge, gets it to Reed up top. Pump fake on the drive. Tries to kick it over to Ashlyn Mofat, but it'll be off her hands, so it'll be Warriors possession. They kick it up the left side to Kramer. Working nice. Trying to get the pass inside, but it'll be off the hands of Mays. So it'll stay Warrior ball. Kramer with the outlet to Couture. Gets it up the top to Brown, almost with the finish. Works so many times. That one is just off the back of the rim. Wyland kicks it over to Mays. Mays back to Wyland. Tipped off the hands of Kramer. It'll be back off the hands of Mays. 13.1 seconds remain here in the first. Royals will have time to get one last shot off. Kramer working up the right side. She'll get it to Bennett in the corner. Clock winding down. 5 seconds remain. They get it to Kramer inside, who draws the foul. So she'll go to the line. That'll be the Outlaws' first foul call of the game. Nothing but net. In and out on the second. Warriors try and get a shot, but Olesto throws that one away. And that'll do it here in the first. Warriors lead it 18-4. Solid defense, but a little bit of inconsistent offense, but solid margin of lead thus far. Only one team foul for each team. So much cleaner, fast-moving game, slow-moving game, I should say. But as far as time goes, moving much more quickly due to the lack of fouls, but due to the teams setting up their offense more, less shots being put up, and more offense being set up. So we'll see how that game plan continues to go here into the second, or if the Warriors, as they always do, continue to ramp it up. Seems like it takes them a little bit to get used to here in the first, but they always seem to dial it up and find their rhythm in the second. So we'll see if that is the case again tonight. Warriors lead 18-4 to start the second quarter. So it'll be the Warriors' ball to start here in the second. Brown looking for Bacho on the edge. It's stolen by Reed. And Reed gets it up. And to the corner. Long passes like the boys do. They wrap it back up top to Lutz, who's stopped by Bacho back in the game, playing solid defense. And Lutz gets it inside now. That'll be blocked by Brown and recovered by Kramer. Couture, mid-range, gets it outside to Kramer, drives baseline, goes up and under, and she'll draw the foul and one. Looking for the three-point play. So here comes Kramer. As I told you, just takes her a little bit to get heating up. But once she's heating up, she's heating up. Unfortunately, not able to finish the three-point play there. Lutz driving to her left. Gets it to Shar. Reed wraps around, guarded heavily by Kramer, and it'll be over and back. Trying to avoid it was the Outlaws. So it'll be Warrior ball. Couture gets it to Bacho in the corner. Off the foot of the Outlaws, but back in. Reed swings it over to Shar, into the corner. Low pass. It's off the foot of Mofat. Kramer with the nice pass up the court to Bacho. Gets it back to Kramer and mid-ranger. That'll be in and out, and it'll be rebounded by Reed. Lutz with the post on the corner. Inside now. Blocked is Patton by Brown. Kramer, breakaway, goes, and that is no good. Just not able to get going quite yet. Keyword I say is yet. And long shot from Shar. That is too strong off the back of the glass. Kramer. Cross court to Couture. Wide open look from beyond the arc. And she'll hit it. Her second three-pointer of the game. Shar back up top to Lutz, who passes it to no one. And so now Sisters will try and figure out some of this offensive struggle to get anything going. Outlaws just have 4 points, while the Warriors have 23 here with 5:18 left in the second quarter. So Outlaws playing some decent defense, holding the Warriors out of their transition plays. Fairly good. But that only lasts so long with a great coach like Ben Silva, who has done a great job with this team, putting them atop the OSA ranks yet again in hopes of finally claiming that state title. And so we shall see if they can get the job done. So it'll be the Warriors' ball to start. Couture checks it in as the Outlaws put their full court press back on. Couture directing traffic, gets it to Bennett on the corner edge. Couture gets it to the middle to Helesto. Gets it out to Larson. Pump fake. Pulls up. Lots of confidence. That'll be off the right side of the rim, though. Rebounded by Bennett. Gets it back out, and Couture reset. Kramer, and Bennett on the drive. Rolls that one in, up and under. Kramer on the bench for now. Reed on the drive, posts up on Lewis. It'll be rebounded by Larson. Couture, nice look inside. Quick turnaround, no good from Ingrid Helesto. And Warriors recover it. It'll be over and back. And so it'll be the Outlaws' ball. 4:15 remain. Warriors have a 21-point advantage. Neither team in anywhere near foul trouble so far. Reed off the screen of Peterson. Reed pump fake, tries to get that floater to go. That'll be no good. Larson tries to save it, but it'll end up in the hands of the Outlaws. Cross-court pass. Peterson for three. That'll be off the left side, and the Warriors will let that one roll out as that allows Kramer to check back in for Couture. Nice production from Couture tonight, especially from beyond the arc. Couture up the court to Larson. They get it back to Kramer up top. Hands it off to Bennett. Bennett back to Kramer. Swings it up top for Larson. Thought about a three, decides not to take it. They swing it back to Kramer off the screen. Outlaws playing tightly on Kramer. And she finds her teammate Helesto, who will miss the floater. Rebounded by Lewis. And turnaround shot is Kramer, who gets that one to go. And nice quick steal by Helesto, who gets the finish, playing aggressive defense. And so here comes the energy for the Warriors. And stolen away by Helesto yet again. And here comes Larson, dishes it up to Kramer. who draws the foul and one. Yet another and one finish. Will look to finish off the 3-point play. That's where Kramer is best in transition, escaping the defense, who's not able to adjust and get more than one defender on her, because that's really what you need to stop a scorer like Kramer. In and out on the 3-point play attempt. Mays gets it to Peterson, who won't get that one to go. It'll be rebounded by Kramer, who takes it up. Hands it off to Halesto. Gets it over to Bennett. Larson on the edge now. Swings it up top. Way downtown is Kramer. That'll be off the backside of the rim. Rebounded by Lewis, though. And now put back by Kramer is no good. She'll reset up top. Get it to Larson, who will try a three. Another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Yet so many second chance opportunities. Halesto yet again. The offensive rebounding is incredible. Yet another look. Lewis inside. That'll be short. So after all that, the Warriors come up scoreless. Several looks there, just not able to get it to drop, but not a lack of effort on the offensive glass. And now Mays on the drive. Draws the foul on Larson. So now Annika Tryon, and Abigail Brown will check in for the Warriors. While Frulik will check in for the Outlaws. Lutz able to get it in. Almost stolen away by Larson there. Larson tips that one up. And on the ground, Halesto gets it. Tries to get and put back by Kramer. No good as well. It'll be off the hands of the Warriors. Ref signals Outlaws, excuse me. So it'll say Warriors ball. Tryon in the corner. Looks inside for Brown. It'll end up in the hands of Halesto. Kramer now one-on-one on the edge. Drives inside, tries to wrap around. Gets it up top, but is stepped out of bounds as she was making the pass. Lutz drives on Halesto. Gets it to Peterson. Inside Frulik up on Brown, who's called for the foul. Good attempt at a block. So Frulik will go to the line. And that'll be the Outlaws' first points of the second quarter. That'll be off the backside, rebounded by Kramer. Larson gets inside to Brown. Corner, Kramer, mid-range J off the left side. Rebounded by Halesto. Kicks it up top. Larson gets it to Kramer, who cuts off the screen. Brown fell to the floor for a moment. Kramer gets it to Halesto. And now Larson from downtown. That'll be off the front and back of the rim. And so 5 seconds left. Let's see if the Outlaws can get a shot off. Lutz hooks up a desperation shot, but that'll be nowhere near close. Kind of like their team right now is nowhere near close to the Warriors. Warriors lead it 31-5, 26-point lead. Obviously not the most high scoring we've seen out of Kramer, but it's good enough for a big margin of lead thus far. And so bringing out the mats for a halftime performance. We'll get a treat tonight here on the halftime show. Is the Warriors cheer team, who has been so good all season to help out in cheering on our Warriors and supporting them. So they'll get set up here. As far as the first half goes, Warriors a little out of rhythm offensively, kind of forcing some looks and resulting in they still got some shots to drop, but they're ever so consistent on the offensive glass, and they got several second chance opportunities, just weren't able to connect. So we'll see how they adjust and try and get some better opportunities and get themselves going in transition better in the second half, because that's where they thrive best, is in the transition game. They like it being fast paced, and they like Kramer being in the transition game because that's where she thrives. The Euro step moves, that iconic move that just catches so many teams off guard. And Couture doing nice from outside tonight with her 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting a little bit better tonight. But Outlaws also playing some nice defense as well. So it should be an interesting second half. But the Outlaws nowhere near close on the Warriors still, as the Warriors defense, as always, is outstanding. Didn't let the Outlaws penetrate inside. Only gave up that one 3-point field goal in the first quarter. So only one field goal given up thus far for the Warriors. But I'm sure there'll be a fire in these seniors' hearts to make it a good night here in Philomath. As we saw in that first quarter, we're eager to get after it right from the tip. And so the cheer team putting together their finishing touches before they do their stunts. I believe they'll be having their state competition upcoming here soon. Or I believe actually it was last week. Was when the Warriors cheer competed. And so here we go. With the Warriors stunt and cheer. Making their halftime debut this season. Let's give it up for the Warrior cheer team and stunt team. The nice performance there at halftime. Lots of entertainment. I'm telling you right now, I couldn't do any of those flips, so impressive. So thank you to the Warrior cheer team and stunt team on a nice halftime performance. That was probably the most entertainment we've seen all season at halftime, so good to see that. And so get cleaned up here for the second half of tonight's senior night. Lots of fun activities we got going on. And some fun activities around the national stage right now is, of course, we had Super Bowl Sunday. How about that game? It was definitely a defensive battle between the Rams and the Bengals, at least in the second half. The first half got a huge start from big playmakers like Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. In fact, OBJ scored the first touchdown of the game and was having a breakout plays and was really having a great start to his Super Bowl. But then, unfortunately, that knee that has haunted him for so long came back to bite him in the end at the end of the game, near the end of the second quarter, when he went down on it and he would not return, which drastically impacted the Rams' scheme offensively, as that put all the pressure on Cooper Kupp, which the main focus of the Bengals defense being there. And then the Bengals weren't able to get much offensively going in the first half. They did get the ground game going a little bit in the second quarter and even got a little bit of trickery by Joe Mixon, who made his first career pass attempt and connected with T. Higgins on a nice connection for a big play to keep it a one-score game in that first half. And then in the second half, the Bengals, man, came out with a huge spark with a big connection on the first play of scrimmage between Higgins and Burrow. Obviously questionable due to the offensive PI that was clearly present between Ramsey and Higgins, as Higgins just tore away Ramsey's fast face mask. But then there was a no call, so the call stood as a touchdown. And then the next play, the Bengals were able to come up with a pick on Stafford, which gave Burrow the ball right back with a chance to make a huge extension to their lead, but unable to do so thanks to Aaron Donald being a huge dominant presence. And that was kind of where this game took a turn, as Donald began to get really fired up, and him and the defense began to really shut down all the Bengals' options, as really their offense runs through Burrow. And Burrow literally had no time at all, was sacked 7 times in the game, tying a Super Bowl record, with Donald having to himself. It's just that pressure was really getting too much for the Bengals to handle. Meanwhile, the Rams weren't able to do much either, as they had several 3-and-outs and were pretty stagnant offensively, had no run game. Neither team had a run game for the majority of the game. And so that left us with 5 minutes left in the fourth, with Stafford and the Rams having the ball with a 4th-and-1 situation from their own 40-yard line. And McVay, with already 3 straight punts, was not willing to give the ball back to Burrow. And there was only one guy he was giving the ball to, and that was Cooper Kupp, who made a huge conversion to keep the drive alive. And him and Stafford were the only two that made that drive happen, as they just continued to connect with one another despite Cup being double teamed throughout. They were able to find each other throughout that drive, and especially on the game leading touchdown with a minute 23 to go on that back shoulder catch between Cup had, and that was his trademark in claiming Super Bowl MVP on that immaculate drive. And so then, of course, Aaron Donald sealed the game. And that was that. The Rams are the Super Bowl champions in their home stadium for 2022. Bengals unfortunately come short. I was really rooting for them, but we'll see how it turns out next season and how it turns out the rest of this season for the Warriors. So here we are underway in the second half. Warriors lead 31-5. Kramer coming out on the drive, and Larson at the top of the key shoots a triple. That'll be in and out. It'll be rebounded by Lewis. We'll try and swing it back up to Bacho. It'll be corner look for Kramer, who finally gets that one to drop. That'll be a 2. So gets a nice start after a little bit of a struggle in the first half. So it'll be Outlaws ball off the hands of Kramer. Corner look from Peterson. Gets that to drop, just the second field goal of the game for the Outlaws. And both are from Peterson. 3-point shots. Inside, Lewis gets it out to Larson. Bacho now pump fakes inside. Larson on the edge. Wraps around, kicks it to Kramer in the corner. Wraps around. Settles inside. Gets it to the corner. Couture inside for Lewis. Post up strong. And she will miss the look. Lutz to Peterson off the left side of the rim. It'll be saved by Jahir Kazar. And Couture almost stole it, but Jahuri will recover. Jahuri. Lutz now on the drive on Bacho. Bacho holds up though. Warriors defense still playing tough as ever. Lutz, way big shot. It'll be off the left side. Gave it everything she had in that shot, but Frolik gets the second chance putback. Bacho bounce pass inside to Lewis, who will get that bucket to drop. Lutz over to Jury. Back up top to Free League. Inside now. Warriors draw the jump ball. And so it'll be good enough to give them the ball. Kramer. Double team. Escapes it. They look inside for Lewis, but it'll be stolen away by the Outlaws. And then now another jump ball. And so this one will be the Outlaws' possession. As Jossie Patton now checks out, while Reese Harwell checks in for the Outlaws. Jury. So back up top to Peterson. Back to Jury. Stopped in her tracks. Lutz inside to Frolik. Back outside to Lutz. Drives baseline inside Frolik. Posts up. That'll be off the glass. Rebounded. And Kramer will be called for the foul. First foul of the half. And so 35-10, the Warriors lead by 25 with 4 minutes and 43 left here in the third. Froelich knocks down the first one. Similar to the Warriors, the Outlaws have struggled in league play. A 2-7 record. As Kramer finds their way to the basket. 7-13 overall. And stolen away by Couture. Bacho up the court to Kramer. Left hand finish. Gets that for two. Kramer starting to find herself again. Lutz. Trapped. Escapes. Gets it to Jury. Over to Peterson. Long ball. And that'll be off the front of the rim. Off the right side. So now checking in will be Abigail Brown and Ingrid Holesto for Bacho and Lewis. Peterson cross court to Reed. It'll be too high to catch, so it'll be Warrior ball. Larson gets it over to Couture in the corner. Three from Kramer. Gets that to hit. So Sage Kramer starting to heat up. And Couture with yet another steal. Fast break. No look pass to Holesto with the finish. And now here come the Warriors. Timeout taken wisely so by the Outlaws, who don't want to let the Warriors get going too much, because when they get going in transition, they are sure hard to stop. So Warriors take a 44-11 lead off those pair of baskets and are starting to get in the rhythm that we like to see. Especially Kramer. Couture playing great defense as well as many other Warriors, but especially Couture, with similar to Beardsley and with the boys, is great presence at the top of the key, with as well as Bacho. Lots of great defenders, great two-way players all around on this team, including Kramer herself. Froelich stopped in her tracks. They get it inside, but can't get back outside. Reed. Post up mid-range J. That'll be off the backside of the rim. And it'll be called out on the Warriors. And Outlaws almost run out of time. They do, in the sense that they give it up to the Warriors, who are now up and rolling. And Couture gets it over to Kramer. Too much under the basket on that one. Mays almost loses it. It's recovered by Reed. Almost stolen away. Warriors double team, playing strong. Peterson for three. That'll be off the right side. Rebounded by Froelich, who gets the second chance put back and with the foul. So she'll try and finish off the three-point play. So that'll be Kramer's second foul of the game. And now checking in is Mia Bennett for Larson. Kramer, Couture almost loses it, but gets it back in. Kramer, crossover to her left. Nice dish inside. On the roll is Brown, who misses it. That'll be rebounded by Holesto. Outside look from Couture. That'll be too far. Rebounded by Holesto, though. The offensive rebounding skills of Holesto are immaculate. Pump fake, double jab from Kramer. What a shot. What a move. Double fake. Check you twice. You really want me to take the shot? Oh, you want me to take it? Yep, I'll take it. And blocked by Brown on the drive. So checking in are Ashley Moffitt and Sage Wyland, excuse me. Almost stolen away by Kramer. Looking for this block again. Outside shot by Mays. That'll be off the backside of the rim. Rebounded by Kramer up the left side. Drives inside. Euro step. That'll be off the left. Too much. So it'll be the Outlaws ball. Mays swatted by Bennett. Outside look from Peterson. Yet another three, but nothing but air. Air ball on that one. Rebounded by no one quite yet. It'll be a jump ball. So that'll be the Warriors' possession now. Kay Bacho and Reagan Larson will now check in as Couture and Kramer check out after a nice third quarter performance. Bennett gets it over to Larson. They swing it around. Inside to Brown. Nice pass by Bacho. Over the top to Brown for the easy finish. Mays stopped in her tracks. And now on the breakaway is Larson off the steal. She'll be blocked though by Reed. Saved by Halesto. But into the hands of Patton as Larson will be called for her third foul. Excuse me, her second foul. Third team foul for the Warriors. 49-14 the lead. There's 30 seconds left here in the third. Brown off the steal. Nice ball movement up the floor. Too much off the glass is Halesto. And clock winding down. We'll see if the Outlaws can get one last shot here in the third. They get it inside. Blocked by Brown, though. It's a block party for Abigail Brown tonight. They get it in, and they will get a shot off, and Reed hits it at the buzzer. So that'll shorten the lead to by not much. It's 49-14 still here at the end of the third as the Warriors lead by a wide margin. Warriors dominating as usual. Had a much smoother third quarter in which they got going a little bit more in transition. Got some more breakaway plays, which is good to see. And continuing to play solid defense. Only giving up a few shots in total. So stellar performance on the defensive end and much better in the third quarter offensively. As the Warriors will round things off here in the fourth and final quarter as the seniors close things out here in Philomath. Larson over the top to Brown. Brown posts up strong in the paint. Gets it back out to Larson. Bacho now on the edge. Bacho, nice look off the nice cut inside by Halesto. Gets her own rebound. Such a good offensive rebounder is Halesto. She is aggressive in getting the Warriors second chance opportunities. Brown. Halesto up top, over the top, trying to see if she could get Larson there, but just quite couldn't get it. Frolik gets it over to Mays. Wyland. Back to Mays. Inside now. Mays for three in the corner, short off the front of the rim. And so it'll be a Warriors ball. Warriors get it up the court to Larson. Slows it down to set things up. Bennett off the handoff. Finds floater on the drive off the front of the rim, though. Be rebounded by the Outlaws. Mays posting up. And Halesto with the nice steal on Mofat. Larson to Halesto. Warriors moving the ball around. Inside is Brown. Gets it back out. And they swing it around to Larson for three, but that'll be too much, and it'll roll around. Bacho will recover it. Bennett back to Bacho. Larson looking for her teammates. Brown posts up, back out. Warriors trying to find a look. Outlaws playing solid D here, not allowing the Warriors to penetrate inside. And they get the big defensive stop there as Patton tips it off the hands for the steal. On the drive now is Mofat, who gets the quick finish for two. Bennett gets it back to Larson, who dishes it right back. A little back and forth. No, you take it. You take it. And now Bacho looking over the top for Brown. Almost stolen away by the Outlaws. And so the Warriors will reset as the Outlaws bunkering down defensively. Warriors have yet to score in the fourth quarter as we are approach 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Staying patient, but persistent. Halesto tries to get that one to go, but it'll be off the left side of the rim. Mays up top. And Mofat gets it back up top. Mays working on Halesto. Wraps around, posts up from the mid-range, and drops that one in. Kramer wanting to get in badly, and Silva will finally call a timeout to get the subs in to the game. Switch up the lineups here as the seniors encroach on their final minutes here in Philomath High School, on the hardwood at least. So the Warriors will take it out of the break as Kramer and Lewis now check back in. Kramer and Bacha. Larson up the court. Kramer outside. Hands it off to Bennett. Gives it back to Kramer. Drives baseline. Sees an opening. Swings it to the corner. Baseline jumper for Bacho, who gets that one to go. And that'll be the Warriors' first points of the fourth quarter. Outside is Lutz for three. That'll be off the front of the rim and rebounded by Lewis. Here comes Kramer. Settles on a dime, drives inside, draws the foul, but will not be able to finish, so she'll go to the line for two. Warriors with a 31-point lead here with 2 minutes and 45 left to go. Kramer knocks down the second. Lutz on the drive inside. She'll scoop and score. As the Outlaws have been, their looks to drop much better in the second half. Unfortunately, the Warriors here in the fourth quarter have struggled a little bit more. But it doesn't quite matter with a 30-point lead, I guess. Kramer, ball pressure up top. Now on the drive. Wyland wasn't able to finish that one. Kramer up the left side. Recovers. And a reset with Larson up top. Bennett back to Kramer. Gets it to Bacho in the corner. Back outside. Kramer for three. Oh, and that'll be in and out. A little bit of an off night for Kramer. Just enjoying the moment with her teammates, though, tonight on senior night. Has already accomplished every individual accomplishment you could ever ask for. And so just enjoying this one with her fellow seniors. As Bacho and looks like all the seniors will be coming out. And so a big round of applause given to the seniors who are the leaders of this team, have contributed so much through the years and continue to contribute time and time again. They get the dominant win tonight, but still have one last thing on their mind, and that is that state title down in Marshfield, where they unfortunately came up short to Hidden Valley last season, looking to wash that bad taste out of their mouth, and stolen away by Lutz. Won't be able to finish. But as I said, Warriors are looking to finish off this season. Kramer has been striving ever since she got into high school to bring home a state championship to Philomath. And that is the ultimate goal at the end of the season. They currently sit at number one in the state and have dominated Cascade, the number two team, by 29 the last time they played. And so the road is right there. They have it in sight. It's just a matter of doing it now. Fortunately, we won't be able to see these Warriors again at home, but you'll be able to see the action in the playoffs and the well-anticipated postseason games for both the boys and the girls here on the Blake's Take live stream all through the playoffs. And so winding seconds now, the Warriors will take home yet another victory and improve to double-digit victories in conference play, 10-0 on the season in the Oregon West Conference, 17-2 overall, and most of all, the Warriors sweep on senior night. Lots of great stuff. Great to see these seniors. Hard to tell them goodbye. All the amazing memories here in this gym. Man, they get a nice one to end it off. 52-25 is the final. The Warriors win it. Both teams, congratulations to the seniors on an incredible careers here in this gym. And I wish them the best of luck going forward in the rest of their season as we look forward into the final games on the road. The Warriors will head to Staten Friday night for a big league matchup for both the boys and the girls. take care of that one, and then they'll have 2 games next week against State and then Newport to round things off. Against Newport will actually be their last game next week. And that'll do it for the regular season for the Warriors, and then we'll head into the playoffs. So lots of good stuff to the Warriors. Congratulations on great wins tonight. We thank you, seniors, and thank you all for tuning in to the Blake's Take live stream tonight. I appreciate all your support. To stay up to date on more local and national sports and all play-by-play commentary and analysis, catch it all on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube at Blake's Take on the socials. Subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Have a great night, everyone.